Two basic tenets of the United States tax code are to be fair and simple. Fair, maybe. Simple, not by a long shot. If you want your tax person to fall down on the floor laughing hysterically, just tell them that you just heard that Congress intends to make the tax code a little more simple. That will never, ever happen. There will never be a flat tax. And I'm going to give you the top 3 reasons why. For a very long time now, many people have thought we should have a flat tax. With a flat tax, there is one rate that everybody pays on all their income. It's simple. It'll fit on a postcard. How much did you make? Apply the rate, send in the tax. Does that sound like a good idea? I think it is. But I've been doing taxes since the Stone Age, and I'm here to tell you that it will never, ever, as long as we live, happen. Here's the first reason why not. Fair and simple. Or is it? It seems fair. Everyone is paying the same tax rate no matter how much they make. The trouble with a flat tax is it's regressive. That is, it uses up more of the buying power of a person who makes less income than it does from someone making more. Let's look at an example. We'll assume the flat rate is 10%. It'd probably be more, maybe double that. This person makes about the minimum wage, $18,000 a year, say. The tax is 10%, $1,800. That leaves him with $16,200 to throw away on frivolities like food and shelter. Now say that person is, Leonardo DiCaprio. I heard he made about $70 million last year. His tax would be $7 million. That's a lot, isn't it? Even so, he still has $63 million to squeak by on. In reality, there would be a floor, a minimum amount of income before the tax kicks in. Setting that amount, though, that minimum, would not be easy, and it opens the door to more complexity. What about a business? Say the business takes in $100,000 during a year. Would it be fair to assess a tax of 10%? That's $10,000, even though the business had to spend money on wages, equipment, supplies, and things like that. It seems like some business expenses would have to be allowed. But which expenses? How would they be calculated? Allowing some expenses opens the barn door for more complexity. Now here's reason number 2. Taxes are used to modify behavior. Taxes aren't just to raise money. They are often designed to make us do certain things. A few years ago, when the real estate market crashed, there was a $7,500 credit for buying a house. People did buy houses, and that probably gave the economy some boost. There are credits for earning wages when your income isn't too high, earned income credit. There are credits for buying things that conserve power, for going to college, adopting kids, and other things. This is a lot of power. Congress does not want to give that up. And reason number 3, Congress people have their own agenda. Tax law is like salami. You don't want to see it made. Having gazed into the salami grinder for many years now, I know that's true. Tax bills passing through Congress are a mess and never end up near to what they started out. This happens because Democrats and Republicans don't agree. They have to compromise somewhere in the middle. Many times, though, the compromise isn't in the middle. It's skewed to one side or the other and can end up horrendously complicated or making no sense whatsoever. Plus, running for Congress is expensive. Congress people need to keep their constituents and some powerful groups happy in order to get contributions for their campaigns. Consequently, businesses have tax benefits for buying equipment, providing low-income housing, growing corn for alternative fuel, and many other things. There are tax benefits for farmers, fishermen, and others, including real estate developers. The influence some groups have is very strong. For example, if Congress considers removing the tax deduction for making charitable deductions, the charities will put pressure on them not to, saying that then no one will donate without a tax deduction. And the powerful real estate lobby wants to keep the deductions for home interest and taxes as incentives for taxpayers to buy homes. Tax laws change all the time, but never in a simple way. The Tax Reform Act of 1986, for example, started out to be a move towards a flat tax. What ended up was something like this. One congressman held up the act and said, "I hold in my hand 1,379 pages of tax simplification." He was kidding, I think. Almost always, Congresspeople will insert provisions deep into these bills that help just their own districts or just one particular group, and even in some cases, just one person. We're not talking about anything illegal here, and I'm not making any judgments whether it's good or bad. It's just how the system has developed. A complex tax law is part of that system. Congresspeople don't want to give up the power it provides. What it all boils down to is this: a flat tax will never pass. There will never, ever, as long as we live, be a flat tax. Congress simply won't do it.